Hello, I'm Luis Capaldi, and I'm hanging out with Rob on Front Row Live.
New single, Tough, just dropped. I've been listening to it. I was listening to it on the drive here. I just love the direction that you keep going on every new song that you release. This one in particular, it's more vulnerable, more personal.
Yeah, totally.
How do you get comfortable getting personal on a single?
I don't know, it was something that I hadn't ever done until very recently. Like, that's what's weird about, well, weird for me anyway. I've been making music since I was 12,
Yeah.
and I'm 21 now, so it was something that I only really started to write about myself when I started to do co-writes with other people, because initially I was kind of like closed off and didn't want to write about what I was feeling.
Right.
And then it was only when I got in the room with other people and they were like, so what's going on with you? Like, what's happening with you? And they kind of started to pull that side of me out in terms of my writing. And yeah, now that's like, I just can't stop. Like, I think, do you know what I mean? Once you've been writing for like so long and not talking about it, you've got a lot to say at the other point. But yeah, man, it's just something that now I don't think twice about it. Now I think that's just how I write songs now. It's just something I do.
It doesn't affect you at all anymore.
A little bit, do you know what I mean? But it's like I write about things like if I have a breakup, I don't write about it while I'm in that moment. I don't write about it while I'm going through the breakup. Right. I'll do it like 4 months after. So I've got the benefit of hindsight, I think, to kind of really dissect things and look at, okay, this is why this happened and stuff, right. and that's when I can write about it. Yeah. But
so tell me a little bit about the writing process with Tough. How was this writing process? 1 and 2. Did you work with Malay on this as well?
I didn't work with Malay on this one. No. I mean, we've done a lot of stuff together, and he's brilliant. But this one was actually I had wrote or written or whatever the pretense of that is. I had written this song, did the verse, the pre-chorus, and the chorus, and I had it there, and I was messing around with it. I wasn't sure it was ever good enough, and then I took it into a session with 2 amazing writers called Fiona Bevan and Jonathan Kwambe.
Okay.
And they were like, we were just kind of messing around with ideas and stuff, and I says, I've got this thing that I haven't really wanted to show anybody, or I didn't know if it was any good, because sometimes I think you can write for so long and you're so incubated that you don't know if anything's good or not,
right.
until you
everything starts to feel the same.
Yeah, totally. So I wrote it and I showed them it, and they were like, we need to finish this, and it was like, yeah, they kind of really helped me clear up. The lyrics were all a bit cluttered and things, which is something that happens with me. I tend to stray from the story a bit too much when I'm writing, just because I'm trying to get
Is it because you're giving too much detail, or?
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to get every aspect of it, but sometimes it needs to be just simpler and more concise. Right. So they were like, right, so this is like, the lyrics here and stuff are great, but you need to make it more concise, make it kind of tighter. And then we wrote the post-chorus and middle 8 together, and that's like my favourite part of the song at that point. So yeah, they kind of really helped just push the song over the finish line and gave me a lot of confidence in the song. So it was the first time that I showed it to anyone, and they were like, we have to finish this song. So yeah, it was good, man. They're second, and yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I feel like the reception of the song is going to be insane. I mean, everything you've been releasing has been getting great reviews as well. But prior to this one, you released a collaboration with Jessie Reyez. It's called Rush. That's your first collaboration, right?
Yeah, totally.
What was that like, going into the studio with another artist for the very first time?
It was amazing, and because I was such a big fan of Jessie as well, it was quite intimidating, because it was just like everything she puts out is just fucking brilliant. Just like, it's so good, and it's just like, it was like we sent the song over, or the initial version of the song that me and Malay had been working on, to her team, because I was like, it'd be amazing just to see if she's interested. Right. So we sent it over, and I thought she wouldn't be game. I thought like she'd be like, oh, it's just not my bag. But they came straight back and were like, let's do it. This is great, man. And it was like amazing to hear her sing on it, because it was just like, it was a part of her voice that I'd never really heard before, just over like piano and stuff like that. And it was brilliant, man. And it just seen someone like Jessie work who knows what she wants, I think, in terms of, has a very clear like vision on what she wants to write or what she wants to be on, and to kind of get the stamp of approval from her. Right. And anyway, of just her being on the song was unbelievable. And yeah, just to be in the studio with people like her and Malay and just be like, how did this happen? A year ago I was like doing nothing. Do you know what I mean? And
Right.
it was.
I know. I mean, Jessie too. I mean, that name is still brand new.
Yeah, totally.
And so is yours. But I feel like now, shows like tonight are selling out.
Yeah.
People are anxious to hear you to get new music.
Totally.
So that's a quick turnaround of events, pretty much.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. It's one of those things where the first single that we brought out last year, Bruises, just really took us on a path that we were. I'd like to say we were ready for it, but probably not. It was just such a big push, and then it was just like, right, well, you better get ready. Like, do you know what I mean?
Right.
So it was amazing, man. And yeah, like just to have that. Now people like you say, are waiting for new music. It's
Right.
like it's such a weird feeling because I've been I've been doing it for like years and nobody was interested.
Right.
So to have people there now being like, right, give us, especially with how fast things move today.
Yep.
Where like you put a song out and the same day they're like, when's the next one? And it's like that's one thing that I think I feel is annoying about my releasing and stuff. I'd like to get more music out more frequently.
Right.
And I think the plans we've got set ahead of with Tough, and then the next couple of months, it's just going to be a lot more music than we're going to. I think we'll release more music in the next few months than we have done in the last year. Yeah.
And it's good because Bruises, for example, after Bruises, you released tons of music, and I still feel like Bruises is still holding strong. So you're writing music that is actually kind of lasting, which I feel like is hard nowadays for artists to do. Now, today I know you were in the studio with Malay. So what are you working on right now with Malay? You have two, Rush and Tough, and Fade was outside of the EP. So are you working on another EP, another album? Are you doing like the singles game?
Yeah. So I think for this next one, I mean, this changes day to day. Do you know what I mean? It's so crazy. But like, I think the view now is just to put out some singles and just keep coming with stuff. And if that happens to kind of form into this EP or lead into the album, we'll wait and see. But the album looks like it's going to come out early next year, something around there. But me and Malay have been doing a lot of working on just writing new songs and just kind of trying to get the production up to scratch and stuff, which obviously he's just amazing at, so I just leave it to him. But man, I'm working with Malay and a lot of other amazing writers, people like there's a guy in England I work with called Nick Atkinson and Ed Holloway as well. We've done a lot of stuff for the record, and it's exciting, man. I'm looking forward to getting stuff out and really pushing it out the next couple of months.
Right. Now Malay is known for a lot of big names, and you're technically still a new artist. So how did that opportunity happen for you to collaborate with Malay, especially on your debut EP? And how has he been challenging you every time you go into the studio for a new track?
Totally. I think the way it happened was back before Bruises was released or anything, my manager says, right, can you give us a list of people that you think you might want to work with? And Malay was like top of that list, just because I'm a massive, like specifically Frank Ocean, I'm a massive Frank Ocean fan. And I was like, it'd be interesting just to see what came out of that session. So I put him on the list, and they said that's never going to happen. Like, and at the time, it did seem like so pie in the sky sort of thing. But we released Bruises. Malay heard it, was into it, and was like, I'd love to work. And so I flew out to New York. And we wrote Fade, which is my favourite song on the first EP. We wrote it in a day, and it just kind of, like, the best way I can describe it, the song just fell out. It was so easy and just so quick. And it was amazing. Like, man, it was fucking mad. And
so natural.
Totally, man, it was mad. So it was just like, okay, let's do another one. And then the next one we wrote was Rush, and then that was the single after that. Do you know what I mean? It was good. And with Malay as well, I've always, because I think because he'd worked on the Frank Ocean stuff, I had a preconceived notion of like what he would do as a producer.
Right.
But just the versatility is mind blowing, right? And I'll come into a session one day and he's like, I think we should do something like this, and he plays me like Keen, which is a British band, and it's just like that I had no idea like that anyone knew over here, let alone Malay. Do you know what I mean? And he was like, that song's sick, and it's like a pure anthemic, like kind of like Brit poppy song, and I'm like, cool, let's do it. Do you know what I mean? And every time it's like we start from something different, whether it's like a drum loop or something that's sampled and stuff like that. So it's amazing, man. I'm really excited to kind of show people what Malay and I have been working on, because I think it's not what people would expect.
No, it's not. I don't think I've heard an artist like yourself working with Malay. The closest would maybe be Zayn.
Yeah,
but even then, that's still kind of a stretch.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was another thing that I remember hearing. There's a song on that Zayn record called "It's You," and it was just like, right, who produced this? And then it was Malay again, and I'm like, right, sick. We need to do something. But yeah, so it's been interesting, man. It's been exciting.
That's amazing, man. Well, congratulations with the new release, the new single. Congratulations on this tour. I mean, sold out show here at the Troubadour, and I'm sure the rest of the tour is going to be that way. What else can we expect for 2018?
A lot more gigs. We're doing a lot of festivals, specifically over here as well for the rest of the year and stuff. And yeah, we're going to Australia, Japan, everywhere, man, and just a lot more music as well. So yeah, it'll be interesting. We'll see how it goes.